The Indian monsoon rains, which were 49% below average in the week that ended on July 4th, widening the gap of an 18% shortfall in the previous week. But in a respite for the farmers, the rains have revived over the western India that produces cane, oilseeds and cotton. The Met Department has also forecasted that the monsoon will cover northern parts of India over the weekend. Normal rains are crucial to the Indian economy, especially at a time when we are battling high inflation and a global slowdown. On the humanitarian aspect, the lack of rains may result in more farmer suicides. Already 4 farmers have committed suicide in Vidarbha in last 48 hours as per some media reports. Let's get in then. Mr. Shamik Bose, he joins us from Microsec Commerce in Kolkata, and we have Vijay Bamwani in Mumbai studios with us. Mr. Bose, hi, let me start with you, and let's start with the agriculture commodities today, because the monsoon, of course, has been the top story in many of these days. How have you seen up the run-up in pulses prices, the record high prices that we have seen in edible oil space as well?
I think, Manisha, as we discussed last week, all kinds of agro-commodity prices are firm. Pulses, edible oil, oilseeds, grains, as well as spices. And internationally, it seems that the drought-like situation evolving in North America and parts of Central America is keeping corn prices well high, and it's a staple diet over there, corn, as you know. So all put together, I don't see much respite, especially in India. I don't see much respite for food inflation, both from the demand side and supply side. From the demand side, we all know that growing middle class and growing requirements across the country have pushed up demand quite a bit. But now with supply side monsoons, supply side problems, dominating the thinking, both not only because of monsoon, but also logistics issues and infrastructure and storage issues, I think all this will make the problem very, very acute going forward. Demand is rock solid, and I think prices could skyrocket. We are seeing very strong prices in vegetables over here already, which is beginning to disturb a lot of people. And into the year and maybe into the Rabi season as well, I think this trend will continue.
Well, the festive season demand high prices of commodities in the international markets, and of course a delay in monsoons in India is something that is really scaring the food inflation, and high global agriculture prices is something that is a concern as well. But for more on the monsoon, let's go across now to Dr. Shailesh Nayak. He is Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, and he joins us on a phone line from Trivandrum. Mr. Nayak, hi. Thank you so much for joining us. As per the latest details that came in on 4th of July, the Indian monsoon is still 49% below average. I mean, of course, the last couple of days have been positive, but how do you look at the monsoon readings now?
Yeah, thank you, Manisha. And the monsoon, I think, is progressing quite well now. In last 3 days, we had said that the monsoon will further advance. And now it has come to Gujarat, East Rajasthan, most parts of UP, Punjab, some parts in Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Himachal. So it has started covering which was behind, slightly delayed, but it has covered up. And we expect that the conditions are still favorable for further advances into the remaining parts of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, including Delhi. Delhi also is yet to come, Punjab, and the UP. So I think next 3 days, that means by 9th, we expect that this area of northwest, which is left, will also get covered by the monsoon.
Mr. Nayak, as I look at the figures from the IMD, it says that 74% below average is what has been seen in sense of monsoon in eastern West Bengal, and 66% below average in western Gujarat. So would you say that these two states really have a long to catch up?
See, there are 2-3 issues. One is delayed, and the June there was certain shortfall, 30% or 31% shortfall at the end of June. But if you look at the July monsoon, the rainfall which is coming, it's quite good. See, up till now, in most part it is raining. Even today, the entire northeast, central and parts of peninsular is raining. I have a number, it's heavily raining in Kuch Bihar, Jabalpur, Cherrapunji, then Jalpaiguri, Hirakud, Balasore, Paradip, Digha, Baripada, Dubri, Digha, Guwahati. So the large part which you are mentioning, this is raining quite good. So I don't think there is any issue. See, these numbers also you have to look from the different angles, that the July rainfall and the June rainfall is say about 16 centimeter, and it was 30% less. So roughly, about 5.5 less. So, but it did rain 10 centimeter in the June.
Mr. Nayak, obviously you have a better sense of these numbers and understanding as well.
Yeah.
So are you saying that after that very bad delayed start that we have seen in June, there is all possibility that July is going to turn out quite better?
I mean, our forecast says that, and I won't agree it is a very bad delay.
Okay.
See, when we gave the 1st June, we said it is plus minus 4 days, and it did arrive on 5th June. So it is not called a bad delay. See, there is a variability. We had monsoon which could be as early as in June or May 25th in very recent time, too late as 8, 9, 10, even sometimes much later. So there is always a pattern, and if you see the rainfall pattern, it's not uniform every year.
Sure.
Now the climatology which we develop, that means generally we say that 1st June is Kerala. That doesn't mean that every year it will come exactly on the 1st June. So there is a variability in this, both in the time and the space. So that is why it is becoming more difficult to forecast. If it is so regular, then it is very easy to forecast. But since there is a large variability, it is difficult to forecast. And that is why we gave such a narrow margin. So we had given 4 days, and within that it has come.
Mr. Nayak, your point is well taken, and thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time. So that's the view coming in from the Ministry of Earth Sciences, and that's what they're saying, that the monsoons are catching up, and next couple of days, or by 10th or 15th July, a day that has been coming in from them, you might see a strong catch-up coming in. A quick word from you as well, Vijay, on agriculture commodities. While we have seen many of them gain up today as well, there has been some profit-taking, especially in case of chana, and some bit of a decline coming in for sugar as well, but most of the other commodities actually have been holding quite well.
Anisha, yesterday we talked about the possibility that the monsoon might just see a little bit of a catch-up, in which case there would be routine profit sales on all these commodities which have seen superlative run-up. Now, what you're seeing is, as we approach the weekend, bulls are taking some profits off the table, which is very well along expected lines. And B, there is also a certain hedge of positions. What if the monsoons were to really pick up? So excessive leverage is now getting shaved off a little. So I think the trajectory still remains higher. I'm firmly of the opinion that food prices are headed higher. Starting with pulses, B, edible oils, and C, even sugar. I see the larger generic trend being upwards, and I think all declines of more than 3 to 3.5% will get bought into.
All right, so some profit taking coming in today, but good time to buy into all of these agro commodities. Remember, the monsoon has been delayed. The agriculture prices in the global markets have been on the higher side, and India will be looking at festive demand very soon comes the month of August.